Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the BulletProof Hitches adjustable stabilizer bar kit. So right off the bat, you're probably wondering what these things even do and if they're even effective. And what they're designed to do is work with the BulletProof Hitches adjustable ball mounts, the larger ones like this, and essentially provide more support. Because a lot of times, once you start getting into these big drops, you got these lifted trucks and big tires, the ball mount or the hitch will start to wobble and have play in it and clunk around and all kinds of different issues. And that's where these stabilizer bars are going to come into play. So just a real quick visual here. Right now, I don't have these engaged. So you can see they're loose. I'm spinning them by hand. And yeah, they're not active right now. So essentially how it's set up right now is as if these weren't even here. And if I grab our BulletProof hitch, it doesn't take much effort. There's a lot of slop in this thing and it moves around all over the place. So imagine with, 10,000, 15,000 pound trailer on it or whatever, it's gonna be even worse than that. And so if I just do a real quick adjustment here, and I won't even they give you a tool that you can really kind of cinch down on these and make them tight. I'll just kind of snug them up by hand. And even doing that, the difference is dramatic. I mean, I'm pulling on this thing as hard as I can and it's moving the whole truck. No play at all in our ball mount. Like I said, these aren't even completely snug yet. So I mean, that just goes to show a little bit of extra support down here will go a long way and give you a lot better connection and a little more peace of mind whenever you're towing your heavy stuff around. The way this kit works is super simple. So you have your stabilizer bars that are attached to your BulletProof hitch, and they come up, and then we have another point of contact on each side where it bolts up to your frame. So instead of just one point of contact from your BulletProof hitch, just plugging into your actual trailer receiver, now we have three. And so it's gonna help kind of evenly distribute the load a little bit better, if that makes sense, and just keep everything supported. And like I said, these will bolt directly to your frame. And honestly, when I pulled these things out of the box, I was super impressed. They almost remind me of like big power race car 4-link almost. Like these things are super thick, really nice heim joints here, really nice bushings. I mean, it's just high quality stuff actually. Like I said, I was really impressed. All the steel is really thick and everything went together easy. It just worked like it should and worked like you'd expect it to. So as far as the quality of construction goes, I have no complaints. And really don't see any room for improvement as far as that goes. The stabilizer bars are designed to work with the BulletProof hitches that have at least an 8-inch drop. That way you're able to kind of mount everything up and bolt it to the gusset here, which you will have to drill a hole in that, but not really a big deal. And the bars themselves are pretty adjustable. So if we look from our attachment point here to the one underneath the car. So let's say if the bars were completely extended as far out as they can go, that'll be 35 inches in length. And then let's say if you ran them down as short as they could possibly go, that's gonna be 25 inches in length. So you got a pretty big swing there. So these should work with the majority of trucks, if I had to guess. Today we have it on a Ram 2500. It was about, the length is probably somewhere in the middle, if I had to guess, and it worked out really good. I do want to mention though, in our particular case, I mean, every truck could be set up a little bit different too, is we did have to remove our spare tire. So the tire won't be able to go back up there when we have all this in place. But honestly, if you have a need for these anyway, if you have that big of a adjustable ball mount, truck's probably lifted way up, you probably have bigger tires, and the spare really isn't doing you no good anyway. So, probably not a huge deal for most of you guys out there. One thing I usually like to do is try to compare different products and try to find the best solution for those of you out there needing a little help. And with this one, it's kind of tough because honestly, there's really nothing else like it that you can use with your bulletproof hitch. So it kind of stands on its own there as far as that's concerned. And quite frankly too, aside from all the actual performance benefits and safety benefits that you're going to get from this, honestly, I kind of think it looks cool too. You got your stabilizer bars coming down, it just kind of catches the eye. And like I said earlier, they're well built, it looks cool, no doubt about it. As far as getting this installed, like I said, for the most part, it's going to be pretty universal. It's not bad. You got to drill your hole through there and your bulletproof hitch, and then just find a spot to mount up your mounting brackets there. But it's pretty straightforward. A lot of times you're not going to have a ton of choices here because, well, you got a lot of stuff going on. So usually wherever you can put them is going to get the job done. One word of advice: make sure you have some good sharp drill bits, because drilling through your frame and everything else, if you got some dull bits, it can get frustrating. But if you got sharp ones and some good lubricant you can use, you cut right through there and get everything set up. One thing that I was kind of wondering as soon as I set this up and even just checked it out was, are you kind of stuck with it? Is it going to be easy to remove? And you can take this whole assembly off. So, let's say maybe in the wintertime you run a salt spreader or something like that and you don't need your ball mount. All this can come off. So you'll take out your pin and clip up here, and then if you come up to your stabilizer bars up at the attachment points and make sure everything's loose, there's these quick connect pins, right? So you can pull this out and pull this out, and this will separate. Obviously you do that on the other side, and then this whole entire deal comes out as one package there. So you still can get to your hitch. There's a few more steps involved. Honestly, it wouldn't be something I would do all the time if I didn't have to, because it's heavy, and it's not super easy by any means, but it is doable for sure. So that's always an option. And honestly, with how nice everything is, one thing I probably would suggest doing is getting a locking hitch pin. That way this will stay secured to your truck's hitch, and you're not going to have to worry about anyone crawling under here, messing with it, and trying to find a way to run off with everything. Other than all that though, at the end of the day, a really nice setup. Honestly, I don't have any complaints. I don't think I would change anything. And this is just going to give you that much more stability and confidence whenever you're towing your trailer down the road. And that'll finish up our look of the BulletProof Hitches adjustable stabilizer bar kit.